What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Logan if you don't know me already, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you how to price your first detail. If you already own a car detailing business, you probably already know some of this, but it'll still be helpful. So I've been detailing cars for 3.5 years, maybe almost 4 years, and I didn't actually officially start the business until 2 years ago. But there's so many things that I've learned and mistakes that I made that I wish I would have known at the beginning. So again, if you're just starting out, watch this video all the way to the end. I promise you it will help you in the long run. So the first thing you should do, which is something I wish I would have done in the beginning, is check my market and see what others are charging. So go online, just type in mobile car detailing. Oh, there's a fly on my face. Go online, just type in mobile car detailing and look at what all mobile car detailings are charging, what their packages look like. Like, is it $100 for a full detail and then, you know, 80 for like a normal wash? It's a horrible example, but whatever. Just look at all the mobile detailing places and then go to all your car washes and see what it costs to actually get your car washed at a normal car wash. Get your car detailed at a normal car wash. Because 9 times out of 10, the mobile detailing is going to be more expensive because they're coming to your house or to your work, where if it's car wash, you're having to bring your car there, and that's a lot less convenient, so it's cheaper. So step number 1, go and find out exactly what you can charge in your market. Find out what the absolute best person is charging, and then my advice is to learn how to be the best. That way you can charge what they're charging. One of the biggest mistakes I made in the beginning is I charged nothing when I first started. The first 10 cars I did for free, which I recommend doing that too. But the first 10 cars I did for free just so I can get a customer base. I then used the tips that I was getting to buy cheap products like Windex, which you shouldn't even use on glass, on auto glass, and all these cheap products that I would get from like Walmart. I would use tip money to buy those, and that's how I started my business, which is not a bad idea. But the mistake that I made is that I was charging $80 or $60 for a full detail that would take me 5-6 hours sometimes. And the problem with that is that I kept those people at $60 or $80 or whatever I was charging them, some even less, some $40. I kept them at that price range, that way I could keep customers while raising my price for the new customers. So I had old customers paying $60 and then new customers paying $120 or $130 or whatever it was at the time. The problem with this is that the old customers just kept getting their cars detailed, which obviously I want the business, but it got to the point where like I had a full schedule of people who were only paying $60 for a detail, and it made it to where I couldn't schedule out the more expensive details. So something I changed very recently was I stopped grandfathering people in, so one by one I brought everyone up to my current price, which almost no one had a problem with because I offer really good work and I'm fast and quick and I'm better than anyone else around in my area. But of course there's a few people that left and didn't want my services anymore because they'd rather just go to car wash and do it anyways. But the reason I'm saying this is think long term, and if you're only charging $80 for a detail, realistically, how many cars can you do in a day? How many can you do in a week? And if you're only going to work for yourself and you're not going to hire anyone, how are you going to make, $30 or $40 or $50,000 a year, whatever it is, whatever your number is that you want to make, hopefully more. Do the math and realize, like, man, if I'm only charging $80 for a car wash or a car detail, there's no way I'm going to make 6 figures. So think about, if the best person in your area is charging $200 for a detail, try to find out what they're doing and then mimic that, so then you can charge $200 for a detail, and then do 2 cars a day, and then times that by 5, and then times that by however many days a week you work, and then do the math to figure out how much money you can actually make. Because if you don't, then you're gonna be stuck in a position where you're like, crap, I have all these customers paying me $60, $80 for a detail, but then I can't actually scale it. And that's a mistake I made in the beginning. I had so many people paying me just such a small amount for a car detail that once it became time to scale and I wanted to hire employees, I couldn't, because I couldn't afford to pay someone to do what I was doing because I was charging $40 for a detail. I pay my employees more than that to detail a car. So I had to raise the prices on all the old customers. So step number 1, find out exactly what your market offers and find out what the absolute best person in your town or in your city is charging. Step number 2, find out exactly what all that includes. The best person in your town who's charging $200, $300, $400, $500 for a detail, whatever it is, it's completely different depending on where you live. Find out what they charge and find out exactly what that includes. Even I would go and get your car detailed there and see, what is that? I thought I had dandruff, it's just like hair product. But yeah, even consider actually going there to get your car detailed, and then that way you can look and see, all right, this person actually does a really good job. They do better than what I could do or what somebody else in my area is doing. But I would recommend actually going to them, getting your car detailed. That way you can really look like, all right, this person's getting in all the cracks. They put, maybe they put an air freshener in it, or maybe they condition the leather, whatever it is they do. That way you can understand, okay, when someone pays $400 for a car detail, this is what they're expecting to get, and you can copy that. So from the get-go, you can actually charge what they're charging. You don't have to go through this process that I went through in the beginning of charging 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, because you end up wasting a lot of time and money when you can instead figure out what the best person's doing, charge that from the beginning. Now, it's gonna be really hard to get customers when you're charging a couple $100s for a detail and you have no records, like you've never detailed a car before. So I would recommend doing the first couple for free. Finding like find some CEO that has a bunch of money and a nice car, offer to detail his car for free. Say, hey, I'm trying to start this detailing business. Just say, look, I'm trying to start this business and I want to detail everyone's cars. These are what my rates are going to look like, but I would like to detail your car for free just so I can get practice, and you can get a nice, clean car in the result. And 9 times out of 10, almost everyone will say yes to a free car detail. So once you've done a couple of these for free, which is going to take time and money to do that, then you'll get a customer base established, and then you can start charging them the full price because they already know you and respect you and appreciate your work ethic because you're doing their car for free. So once you've completed the first step, which is finding out what you can charge in your market, and you've completed the second step, which is finding out what that person's charging, what all that includes, what that detail actually looks like so you can actually mimic that, copy it, and bring it to your own business. And you've completed step number 3, which is finding the CEOs of your area, finding out the business owners, the people who are rich, have nice cars, detail their cars for free. Offer to do this to 5, 10, 20 different people at least, and try to get a customer base because they'll tell their friends like, hey, look, this guy's starting a business and he detailed my car for free and did an amazing job. And then by the time you do start charging, you're able to go ahead and get customers in at the top rates. Don't waste your time giving people details for 20 bucks or whatever, because they're going to expect that price from you later. And when it's time to raise the prices, a lot of people are going to have an issue with it. I did mine over time, so like it wasn't a huge issue, but still it was an uncomfortable conversation for someone who's used to paying $60 for a car detail, and I've been doing it for 2 years straight, and then all of a sudden I changed my price to upwards of $200. A lot of people aren't going to be happy with it, and they're going to go shop somewhere else. And then step number 4 is go to all these people who you've been detailing their cars for free, charge them the full amount, and then get everyone to tell their friends what you do and how much you charge. Go knock on doors, go call people, email, what am I talking like an old man? Message everyone that you know, tell them what you're doing, post it on Instagram, post it on Facebook, get everyone in your area to know exactly what you're doing. That way, the word of mouth will start spreading on its own. If you really do good work, it doesn't matter what you charge, somebody will pay for it. And then step number 5, offer some sort of discount or some sort of incentive for your customers to bring their friends to you. I know a lot of people give like a referral discount, so like if you bring me a customer, I'll give you 50% off your next detail or whatever. I personally, that doesn't work very well for me because a lot of people just refer me anyways. So something that I do instead that works very well for me is I actually pay cash. So say I'm charging $200 for a detail for a normal customer, and that customer gets their friend to book an appointment. I will then pay my customer $100 for that referral, meaning that if they just bring 2 people, their next detail is technically free. But even if they don't want another detail, they just get the cash, and there's no limit on this. So if they bring me 10 people, I'll pay them $1,000. This sounds really expensive, but I only pay them after they bring the customer and the customer pays. So the customer is going to pay me $200. I just give $100 away after I've been paid. So I guarantee to make my own money while growing my business really, really fast, because who doesn't want to make $100 like that? Everybody has a friend that they can refer. They just don't because there's no incentive. So slam that incentive in their face, throw it on all your social media, let everybody know, look, if you bring me a customer, I'll pay you $100 per customer you bring. I don't always do this. I'll normally do it say the month of December. I'll offer it the whole month of December, cancel it, and then go back to my basics, get everybody at the full price. And then once I really want to amp up business again, the next month I'll advertise it and get everybody in my town to know, hey, if you bring me a customer, I'll pay you $100 per customer. I'll even throw in other examples. I'm like, hey, if you have a car payment that's $500, bring me 5 customers this month and I'll cover your car payment. And I just joke around like that because it gets people to think, oh, well, dang, that's actually not that bad. I can bring 5 friends and not have to pay my car payment this month. But anyways, those are just 5 tips to help grow your business if you're detailing cars. Hope this was helpful. I wish that I would have seen a video like this when I first started out, because I wasted a lot of time and money just trying to figure things out on my own. So hopefully I was able to help you in some way. If I did, definitely leave it in the comments below and like this video. But if you want to see more on detailing cars or just anything about me in general, definitely consider subscribing. But I will see you guys on the next video. Peace. Oh wait, also, if you want to see anything else, comment it below and I'll make a video on it. Okay, now I'm done. Bye.